Okay, so that puts us back. We were here at the entrance.
All right. Okay, so since you're walking towards the keep, the castle keep, and you've passed through the
Entrance.
you come to the gatehouse. The dark, moss-eaten gatehouse towers above you, grim and forbidding. Murder holes, fashioned in the likeness of looming toads, threaten to gout forth flaming oil and tar. And so murder holes, they're like up higher, and so like when anybody comes to invade the castle, they can pour tar out of it, or they can pour boiling stuff or chemicals out to kill the intruders that are coming to
Drop heavy stuff on them.
drop heavy stuff
Or
on
shoot a
them.
bow and arrow.
Yeah. So they're called murder holes. Okay. Black arrow slits pierce the high stone walls. You can hear the flap of the heretical banner above, hidden from sight by the vine-draped battlements. The ancient, this is where it gets to it. The ancient drawbridge has long since fallen away into ruin, leaving only a few rotting planks placed across the ditch. The heavy iron of Portcullis stands half raised, the rusty spikes a mere 4 feet above the slots cut into the stone floor. So, do you know what a portcullis is? No. It's the iron, it's a gate that's got the iron bars, and they've got spikes on the end.
And when it goes up, it goes and the horses ride through.
And it protects the people inside the castle from people getting in. Okay?
So the portcullis is raised up about 4 feet.
Yeah, about 4 feet.
Okay.
4 feet.
It's 4 feet.
So, do you want to keep going? Do you want to turn back and try a different way?
Okay, so this portcullis is about 4 feet up. How tall are you?
4'11". So just about, like right here. So probably about as tall as he is.
So you'd have to, we'd all have to bend down to get onto the portcullis. But what if it were to drop and stab us?
Stab one of them.
And this is kind of the only choice we have unless we go back out is to go, oh, there's a portcullis. And
Yeah, that's the thing. Like
yeah, and that's raised up. That's probably more like 3 feet than 4 feet. But yes, that's what we're looking at right there. So let's think about this a moment. What do we have with us? Now you've got a pony. What does this say? A helmet?
A lance. That one's an iron helmet and a lance.
Okay, and you've got a pony and 50 feet of rope and a ukulele and a lantern. So both of them have a lantern?
Yeah.
Or is that the one you screwed up?
They both have lanterns.
Okay. So, you know what I'm thinking though? Is I have this push cart with me. What we could do is we could push the push cart underneath the portcullis, and then each one of us can walk next to the push cart to go through, so that if the portcullis falls, the push cart would catch it, and it wouldn't crush whoever was in there. Is this all kosher?
Well, is the push cart wood though?
Yes. I'm not saying that the push cart would survive. I'm not saying it would for certain stop it. I mean, me and myself, my guys are going to like crawl through on their belly, just in case. And hopefully the push cart. See, What I'm seeing though is I wouldn't just set it under there. I'd kind of like flip it over, like prop it up to where the handles are kind of hopefully going to catch where it's set into the tracks. Now, obviously, if the thing were to fall, you could make a roll or just call GM discretion or whatever. But I would even suggest that we go through, you know, just one at a time. And
Yeah.
do we have anything else we could block it with, though? I don't think there'd be any way to tie it up with a rope. Is there, well, let's just ask. So if we look up above the portcullis, is there anything that like we could tie a rope to and then tie it to the portcullis to make sure that it couldn't drop?
No, because it's all wood. I mean, it's all stone.
Okay.
So yeah, I wouldn't think
Well,
there
in
would
this
be...
picture, there's actually something we could tie it to. That's
Oh.
why I figured I'd ask.
Let me see. I mean, not that I'm trying to...
See.
See, there's these things that stick out. And so I'd tie one end of a rope there, and then tie rope right there to make sure that it stayed up.
No, because this is it's a gatehouse, so there's not really
Okay.
anything there.
So I would probably want to, yeah. I would probably want to jam my push cart in there as best I could to try to make a brace for in case the portcullis would fall. I mean, interacting with the environment.
Right.
And then we would decide who goes first and etc. I mean, really, if it's standing open like this, odds are it's not going to fall. If it was going to, it would have.
Yeah.
But, I mean, again, GM discretion. We could each roll a, you know, D20 as each one of us crawls through there, and you could set a number for us, and I don't know, it's up to you. You're the GM.
Let me think about this.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do it that way.
Okay, so I take my...
But here, we'll do it this way. We'll just roll 1d20 for all of your people.
Okay. All right, so I take the push cart and I jam it in there as best I can. Does it look terribly secure?
How tall are push carts, though? Are they about...
I don't know. Tell me about this push cart, because I'm kind of envisioning a wheelbarrow, and I doubt
Yeah,
that
that's kind of what I was envisioning
Okay.
too, was kind of a wheelbarrow type
So the wheelbarrow would be a bucket-looking thing like this, and then it would have a wheel here on the front, and then it would have like the little skids that it sits on in the back, and then long sticks that go through like this, right? And then you pick it up and roll it right there on its wheel, right? So what I'm seeing is you got this doorway here with a portcullis that's partially stopped. And what I would do is I'd put like the nose of the wheelbarrow right here. Yeah, with the pole going up like that. And then, you know, like the wheel is now up here in the air. And, you know, it'd be kind of shaped like that, I guess. And then there's the skids right there. So, I would think that a wheelbarrow is 4 feet long.
Yeah.
So I would think that it could probably jam in there pretty good, actually.
Yeah. Sounds pretty good to me.
Okay. Okay, so you are saying that you would like us to roll a d20 for the success of this endeavor.
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna each crawl through this space right here. Now, which one of us is gonna roll the D20?
Yes, I'll do.
Well, I figured one of you could roll for your people and he could roll for his people.
Like,
All right, okay. All right. So I rolled a 4.
15.
Okay. We'll give you a minute to think about it.
Okay. So you put the wheelbarrow or the push cart up into the Portcullis track or whatever it is. So I assume who's gonna go first? Who's gonna go under the gate first? Probably Wesley. I mean,
Yeah.
probably Wesley's characters, Belcher, Robbie, and Slee.
Yeah, I go.
So all 3 of those went through.
So all 3 of them got through. So
I don't
then
like where this is going.
Zane,
Loudon and Topher.
they're trying to hurry to get under this thing because, you know, they kind of hear, you know, some noises. Like some
Creaking noises.
scratching and
Okay.
sniffing noises. And so they stop for a minute before anybody goes under the thing. But they still hear the scratching, sniffing. So Zane hurries up and like army crawls under there. And Topher army crawls under there.
Uh-oh.
And then Loudon tries to get through there, but you hear a
Car horn?
babe, this is Dungeons, not
Oh.
Not
The
car
city.
noises.
Okay.
So these 2 beast men jump
Oh,
out
No.
and they slice the ropes or whatever it is that's holding the portcullis. It would be ropes, right?
It'd be chains.
Chains? Okay, then never mind.
As I said.
Right.
that's
So
the chains
anyway,
with
so
the gears.
they yell out, they ring the bell. They have a bell. And they ring the bell, and the portcullis comes crashing down, and it pins Loudon's foot. So his foot is caught in the portcullis.
Oh my god.
And he screams loudly.
And he takes,
Boy, it took out the push cart
I
and
would
its
say-
owner at the same
I
time.
would say it goes. I would go. An instant. Let's say chop.
so actually it looks like
Two
so
yours is
yeah,
safe.
he does 3 points of damage.
Loudon takes 3 points of damage.
3, 2.
Oh boy.
1.
That brings him down to 1. I think
He's
gotta
gonna
be
be
the first
dead
to go.
first.
Yeah.
I didn't think I was going to kill anybody on
Well,
this one.
He loved that push cart, and really, without that push cart, he wouldn't want to live. Life wouldn't be worth living.
So, I need initiative rolls